moving, and depending on the energy that you're giving out, depending on how far you're going to move forward or how stagnant you're going to be. I was born in a small town called Hereford, North Carolina. It's population of no more than 2,000-3,000 people. There's not a lot of opportunity and resources. I could go back to 10. From about 10 to 16, 17, it was poverty. We had really no water. We had no lights. We had no food. We went to the Goodwill for clothes. And it wasn't, and the thing about it was normal. It wasn't like it wasn't like my family was the only family like that. The other kids, my other friends, they was in poverty too, so it was a normalcy. But in high school, I attended school all 4 years, but I never tried. I never tried, I never put forth an effort. So I ended up dropping out, and then I ended up turning to the streets. Because in my neighborhood, where I'm from, that's the only really option that you got. And when I was saying the only option that I can see and feel, not saying that's the only option it was, but that's the only option that I could see and feel that really made sense for me, So I turned into the streets. 2010, 2011. We ended up moving to another side of Durham. That's when I met Ashley in 2011, and once I met her, she gave me this spark, like she brought this spark into my life. It's more like she brought this energy of living and life, like was just free, she was just outgoing, and she when I met her, I was like, okay, I can settle with this for the rest of my life. Like that's what I knew when I met her.
I met Alan in 2011. We were both teenagers. I was in high school. I met him at Riverside High School, actually, in Durham, North Carolina. We became very close, like he expressed. We had a baby early on, so we were teenage parents. So at that moment, life got really serious for us. It was no more about, hanging out, being young, being kids. We really had to focus on our future. We were about to have a kid. How are we going to live? So it was a very serious thing. And a lot of people were against us. Society was against us, so it made the everyday things of just coming together, being a family, growing very much harder than the average couple or family had to go through.
In the space of having Cynthia, I had to mature a lot. I had to become a man, an adult. I had a responsibility that now, a real responsibility outside of myself, because when I was younger, I could take care of myself. But now that I had this responsibility that stands outside of myself, I had to buckle down. I had to, figure out what I'm about to do. I didn't grow up with a father, right? So within that space, with me not growing up with a father, I was wild. I didn't have no direction. I didn't have no definition. Like I didn't have guidance, So within that space, with that being said, I understood once I had a child, like what I needed to do, as a father. So once I had Cynthia, like I locked all the way in as far to this day, I give everything I can give to make sure that Cynthia is her best self.
I supported Alan in his journey of being educated, and I wanted him to feel that energy and understand that energy of education is important. It will change your life.
It's very vital for me to pick Cynthia up from school, like every day. Every day I'm gonna make sure that when she get off the bus, I'm there. That little small conversation of me asking her, how was your day? Sometimes it's repetitive. Sometimes she tell me the same thing. But guess what? It's okay, And then because just those small conversations, it leads to something. It leads to deeper understanding. Because at first it started off of, her giving me bland answers. But now when she get in the car, she's looking forward of me, asking her. If I don't ask her, she gonna say, you ain't gonna ask me about my day. My relationship wasn't always like that though, because it was times where we didn't connect a lot, where like with education, because I didn't graduate. So sometimes when she would come in, I would help her with her homework. We would have some static because she's smart. She know that I didn't graduate. So when I'm talking, she like, Dad, You didn't graduate. You know, that's the energy she giving me. And I'm an honest person. I can't be mad that she's been telling me the truth. You know, I just got to do what I got to do. So now when I come across this, when I cross this bridge, I can give her what she needs so she can be the best version of herself. So that's what made me, that's what pushed me to, gave me that extra push to get my GED and to become more educated. And it's great that we have resources like the Literacy Center, because honestly, if it wasn't for the Literacy Center and meeting Greg, I don't know how long this process would have took, because that one-on-one time with Greg is what gave me that extra oomph to get the GED. He reassured me like, you smart, because I don't know this. Like, I don't understand how smart I am, you know, but him telling me and him seeing me work, it gave me that confidence and pushing me through.
So when we had many conversations about how to take our family to the next level, education was a main part of that. And Alan was really able to feel and see through my own experience and my journey how education can really change things for the better. And with that conversation, with that investment into him, he was able to get a return on that investment by going to school, getting the help from the Durham Literacy Center, getting all those resources that Durham had to offer, and putting it back into himself with getting that GED. And now he's able to see that his future is so bright. You know, he can do anything now. If he wanted to continue his education by getting a degree, he's able to. If he just wanted to take a course to continue his dreams in photography, he's able to. He's able to show his daughter that education is timeless. You can always get educated. It doesn't matter the time or the age, no matter what color you are, what political class you're in. Education is for everybody. Everybody has the right to be educated. And education really, really brings hope.
We need to know that these spaces is here for our people, you know? Because it's not like how I was saying when I was coming up, how I didn't have clothes, I didn't have food, I didn't have lights. If I would have had the resources to for these things, or that could help my parents, that maybe the outcome could have been a little different, you know. But not having those resources, you know, not having that hope that something could be better or life is better, you just, you know, you settle for what it is. What else can you do, you know? My purpose, everything I do in my life is for her. It's to build a legacy, so when she get to a certain space, that she can take what I created and add on to.